Welcome to a busy few days in my life in New York City where I show you how to navigate being a business owner of a clothing brand, a content creator, while also planning a wedding. Buckle in because we are officially in Q4. Life when your kitchen table is just cluttered with all the things you just throw onto the table whenever you come home from outside. Welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys so much. It has been such a busy few weeks with wedding planning and just my new launch for my collection and just working and things like that. It is fall. I am officially back on the hot coffee grind. We got my seasonal gingerbread man mug, but honestly I pull this out year round. Like, it does not stop me. When it comes to my pumpkin spice flavors, I'm very picky because I don't like cinnamon at all. So if there's any cinnamon in my coffee and it's pumpkin spice, I'm not a big fan. And I also just tried for the first time salted caramel ice cream the other day. This might sound like not anything new to you guys, but I didn't know that this really existed. So when I had ice cream the other day with salt on it, I was just flabbergasted. I felt like a baby learning something new for the first time, discovering life for the first time. This is the Oikos 15-gram protein yogurt. The last few hours and I cleaned kind of the area that I was filming in, but in the kitchen I could not. I did not have time to move everything, so I just kind of moved everything to the side, everything that's out of like the camera frame when I am filming. But now I just gotta clean up this island right here. I'm gonna head out. I want to go to a coffee shop before I go to my Pilates class, and also since it's October, I want to find some Halloween decorations in Manhattan. And I did see some in like the Upper East Side the other day when I was around my old college. But I want to see if I can find some more because now it actually feels like fall in the air. I want to also like show you guys. I have a bunch of different things on my table. Like, I don't even know what to do with some of them. I came back from my best friend's birthday party. She did a murder mystery. She made this image of me. I don't know why I'm over 7 feet tall in this. That's clearly not true. I also got my voter information because the mayoral voting is coming up soon, so make sure you get that in, especially if you're in New York City. As I'm recording this, I just remembered that Zoran Momdani followed me on Instagram recently, and that is probably my biggest flex of 2025. I remember this because I'm talking about voting right here. That's who I'm voting for this year. If you were me, you also would never stop talking about that. I also have to fix this magnet that my fiance brought back from his solo travel. The magnet already came off, unfortunately. And also, I just hit 100,000 followers on my Instagram, which I have been just working towards for such a long time, especially for someone like me where I take a lot of pride in my dedication and just commitment to my work. It is just so fulfilling that it's actually here because it's like one milestone that I can kind of celebrate. And my best friend sent me flowers yesterday, and it was just so sweet for her to send that over because I feel like sometimes it's so hard for us to like take in some of the wins that you get. So even though I celebrated 100K by having some old cake and my fiance put on some Demi Lovato from Camp Rock, like This Is the Me song while that was happening, that was like only the real celebration that I had in that moment, just because I had to get back to work and do the next thing. But it's so nice that she sent me this little thing to remind me of all of the wins that I've had. But yeah, this is the welcome sign that I had printed, or my fiance printed out from Staples, because I'm gonna DIY that for the wedding stuff. Crazy, it's literally happening so soon, and I have been so busy because of that. But let me know if you guys want me to take you along with me on some of the things regarding that. For example, some of the decor that we do at my parents' home, making the house feel ready for welcoming all the guests for the pre-wedding celebration. If you want me to take you guys along with just making the welcome sign, making some of the DIY things. Like, I'm definitely gonna do that for Instagram and TikTok, but let me know if you guys want it on YouTube as well, because, you know, I will deliver as much as I can. One more thing, since I opened up this ballot information guide, I love that it makes it so easy, especially if you're an immigrant or if you don't know like all of the instructions. It says that you can request an online ballot by October 25th. It gives the request in person time, which is November 3rd, and then also gives a Fast Pass right here, my early voting poll site in my area, and then also How to Even Vote, which is the two-sided ballot. I loved, especially when I went to early voting in July, that they had a lot of translators and people that can help you, especially in the area that I live in. I mean, New York in general, there's a lot of immigrants and people who might not know English, so I just love how accessible it's become. And then this whole section's in Spanish. Such a long but good productive day. You know when you're reading a book and you just get to a really good part, but then you have to stop reading it because you're at your stop or you have to do something else exactly at that time. Like I was reading such a good part that got me emotional on the train, but then I had to stop because I was at the stop that I need to get off on. So I'm debating whether I should just finish it now while I'm outside or go home and read it in the comfort of my own home. But anyway, right now the weather is perfect. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit to see if I can find any Halloween decorations in these townhouses and just very expensive houses in Manhattan. Unfortunately, I didn't see any Halloween decorations yesterday just because of the area that I was in. It's more so around Upper East Side, not really in Soho or downtown. I was kind of more by like Grand Central area. They didn't really have any of that. But I will still try to find some in this vlog so that you can see what I'm talking about because it is iconic. Also yesterday, you know that book that I was talking about? I actually did end up finishing it on the subway because I genuinely could not wait until I got home. And it was perfect timing because the subway going home just ended up being delayed and we were at a stop for just longer than usual, so I was able to finish the book while I was still in the train instead of like imagine having like 2 pages left until the end of the book and you just have to hold off and wait until you get home. But that was literally one of the best books that I've ever read. I think this year, or at least in the last 2 years. Like it's in my top 5 right now. Let me find it for you. Like if you guys saw my last library haul, you guys know that I finally found a good stack of books that I can get through because I was kind of in like a reading funk recently. So this is a book that I just finished. It's called Song of a Captive Bird. It's about an Iranian woman who is just fighting to be a poet in the 1900s, and it's actually based on a real woman who was a poet back in Iran, and it's just basically like a war on woman and fighting the traditional norm. Also talks about the regime, and it's just like so devastating but so beautiful. Like I had to come back home. Well, first of all, my walk home from the subway, all quiet, silence. Did not even want to play music or a podcast because I had to just be in my thoughts after finishing. And then I got home and then I had to reread some of the parts because I had to just feel it again, you know? You know when you read a good book or you watch a good show or movie? I just recently did this with Grey's Anatomy too. I had to like rewind to some parts to feel it again. But anyway, I have been working all day today. I actually am going to meet up with my managers today to tour a potential venue because I want to do a pop-up or an event where I can meet some of you guys in New York City. And I haven't done something like that in a really long time. Tell me why I'm planning this while also launching a new piece while also planning my wedding. I do it to myself, but you know what? I like thriving on just multiple things at once. But right now I am working on the welcome sign for the wedding. It's a little bit annoying because Mashun printed it out with the white edges on all of the paper, so I can't just like tape it together and line it up. So I've been just manually cutting up all of the sides, hoping it's straight so that when I do tape it all together, it looks cohesive. glass-ass DIY wedding welcome sign for myself. Besides myself, I put myself through this. I'm doing this because I told myself that I want to do something like this. I don't regret it, but it is quite time consuming. Only half of the black paint has been outlined so far. We still have half left, but I don't have enough paint, so I might have to get another bottle. But this is what it's looking like so far. I'm really liking it, but I'm hoping it still looks good once I take the brown cardboard out from underneath. Just taking a different route today transformed my mood. Seeing all the fall foliage, that's all it really took. And then on top of that, you guys let me know if I should even do a meetup or a panel, something New York City based, so that you guys can potentially come. I just toured the venue that my friend Chelsea and Alexis, fellow YouTubers in New York City, they had their event at last year. So if you guys went to that, it's the same venue. You let me know if you liked it, if you see me in that type of space. I'm still trying to gauge out if that's where I want to have it, or if I want to do it somewhere more intimate to me, more personal to me. So we'll see. Mashun got me some flowers, just because flowers. Also, tell me how we're in that part of wedding planning right now where we just had a fight about eggshell paper versus normal cardstock paper, because I've been telling him to print out the specific thing so that I can work on it, and he thought this whole time I meant cardstock paper.
I think cardstock is eggshell
No,
paper.
it is not. Cardstock is completely different than eggshell paper. Like, is this not like a guy knowledge? And then I feel stupid for bringing up the Google images of cardstock versus eggshell, because there's a clear, distinct difference.
Just hear me out. You know, like, I think cardstock, because, you know, it's like stocky, you know, like that type of paper. I think you just gotta try it out.
Isn't it so crazy that, like, for weddings, girls have to spend like 4 to 5 hours getting ready, have a whole debacle for that morning of, and the guys can just wake up like 20 minutes before the wedding and just like go, and they're fine.
Well, from my perspective.
What is your perspective?
You don't have to do all that.
Yes, it's part of it.
You choose to.
A makeup artist is going to take that much time for your bridal makeup.
You need a makeup artist.
Okay, see, now we're just like getting into murky waters.
You do like makeup, like you're talented.
No, obviously I can.
So what's stopping you from doing it yourself?
Because I want to have a luxury for myself the day of the wedding, considering I planned everything else. Okay. Alright.
Understand.
Okay, here it goes.
I'm kidding.
Here it goes. But some little trinkets he got. New truffles with maple sugar. This is actually why did you open it from the bottom?
I made a mistake.
So this is new truffle with maple sugar. Actually, I just had it. It tastes like Klondike bars, but like the chocolate part. Liege waffles. I'm actually interested to try this. I'm not sure what this is. I've never had it. And then a pumpkin body scrub.
Body scrub.
Body scrub.
One body scrub. You went back to the ground to introduce that one.
But yeah, I just gave him some tasks to do for wedding stuff. Countdown is on. Where's my chicken leg?
Huh? It's right there. You got 2 of them already.
I air fried some tandoori legs yesterday night, and they actually came out pretty good, I can't lie. This is the last remaining one. I only had one meal today, which was the tuna with bagel, so can you put this in the microwave? No need to put it on a plate, just put it straight in.
No, you're having it with rice and
No, just put it
You're having
just
a meal.
Just put it in straight in the thing.
Are you scared of food? Are you scared to eat and to nourish yourself?
I gotta finish work. And the nail in the coffin today was like, I came back home after this venue visit, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of the arc for this DIY wedding sign. Tell me how the paint already ran out. Like, it's done for. I only did half of it. The paint is already done. So then I had to order myself another new one. It's gonna come 2 days later, and I gotta wait.
Well, look at the bright side. I got a good grade on my exam today.
Yeah, he did have an
So we
exam
should be happy.
today. Who's gonna give me a back massage?
I.
Professional.
You are not getting married.
Oh!
So let's do a little double.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest, it's like 7 hours later. I was working the whole day, and right now I'm getting ready to go to a Sephora event, and I was really just trying to convince myself to not go because it's one of those days where I don't feel like doing anything. I just started my period yesterday, and I just don't feel like going outside. If you know, you know. But I told myself that if I go out tonight, I'm gonna try to be home by 9:30 so that I can actually get back into my PJs, shower, maybe watch a nice little show to treat myself. And if I go out today, I will not be going out tomorrow because I don't make the rules out here. I do make the rules. Also, tell me why. Ladies, like, let me know if you guys can relate to this. It took me so long to understand the concept of cycle syncing, but now that I know how to kind of manage my lifestyle around the month, it has made it so much easier. Like, I know I'm a lot more creative when I'm in my follicular stage, and I'll be writing down all of the ideas during that time, and then I'm a lot more emotional, which I was last week, during my luteal stage. Like, usually Fridays, which is tomorrow, I would go boxing, but I really don't feel like doing it. Like, I would rather do like a hot yoga, a low intensive type of class, because our bodies are just built differently than men. You guys already know that I love dressing up and being fashionable, but today I'm trying to do the bare minimum for this event. I just got my newly order, and I think I'm just gonna make an outfit out of this very fashionable jacket and let it speak for itself. This is my first time getting jackets in my order. I got a couple of dresses because my bridal shower is coming up too. I got 2 sweaters, but I think the vibe for today is this. I didn't get back at 9:30, but came pretty close, 9:48. I ended up seeing a friend at this event. That's the good thing about these events. Even if I go by myself, I feel like I've done it enough by now where I end up seeing someone. Today, I wasn't like anxious about the event. Usually I'm a lot more willing to go to these things by myself, but again, today I was just not in like the best mood. So I wasn't like in the talkative mood, so it was nice to see someone that I actually knew. And this Sephora event was actually really cool because they partnered with a lot of Korean brands. So they had Laneige, Innisfree, and like a bunch of other brands. Like they really popped off, and I like that they included actual creatives that are Korean in this event. I thought I'd do a quick little unboxing of all the things that I got because they really went off. This brand I discovered for the first time today, Astura, apparently is really good, especially their cream barrier. If you guys watch my videos, you know I love Innisfree, and they gave a bunch of their best sellers. I end up just keeping these or giving it to my mom or family friends. The brand that I saw, Hanyul, it's a brightening sleeping mask. And let me tell you, East Asian, Korean makeup, skincare, they really know what they're doing. They always produce like the best results. Laneige, I actually learned for the first time today that this is Korean. I had no idea. This is their Laneige minis. Iconic, a little key tag for luggage, and more Hanyul. Oh my god, I might have some of these tonight for my cravings. Definitely not this because I don't like bananas. Guys, let me know which one your favorite one is if you've had any of these snacks. Look at this adorable keychain that I can put on my luggage. Guasha, who wants him? Tote bag from Laneige. But anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. I know this one was like all over the place, but I really wanted to bring you guys along with me with like different parts of my work life as a creator, as a business owner, as an artist. So I hope you guys can see like the highs and lows. You know, I'm always trying to show that. I love you guys so much. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you guys like. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Mahua Khan, where I post basically every single day. You can also check out my website where I sell my art and apparel. New item is coming very soon for the winter time. It's Labyrinth www.difficultish.com. And our podcast is back in season. It's called Difficultish. You can watch on YouTube, all streaming platforms. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!